How much does Zhang Xiaofan love his son, Zhang Xiaoding? And just how far has he gone to provide for and protect him? Among all the people in Zhang Xiaofan's life, there's no doubt that his deepest affection, apart from his wife, Xueqi, is reserved for their only child, Zhang Xiaoding. After enduring the pain and torment of a deeply abusive relationship in the early chapters of the Xian saga, Zhang Xiaofan's story in the sequel finally begins to warm hearts. What fans once saw as a tragic love story eventually transitions into a sweet and doting family tale, one filled with tenderness and unconditional care. By the time the second part begins, Zhang Xiaofan has already cultivated 5 of the heavenly books, achieving a level of strength that crowns him as the most powerful person on the entire Shenzhou continent. But what's remarkable is what he does with that power. Instead of dominating or pursuing further fame, he turns away from worldly affairs completely. He marries the celestial goddess Xueqi, and the two retreat into seclusion on Dazhu Peak. There, Zhang Xiaofan lives his dream, not as a martial hero, but as a peaceful family man, even taking on the role of a cook. Soon after, the couple welcomes their child, Zhang Xiaoding, into the world. And it's here that we truly see the depth of Zhang Xiaofan's love. Perhaps it's because he lost his own family at a young age. Maybe it's the weight of his past. But one thing is clear, Zhang Xiaofan becomes singularly devoted to his son's well-being, safety, and growth. From the moment Zhang Xiaoding was born, Zhang Xiaofan began personally nurturing his cultivation potential. Every day for a full 3 years, he used acupuncture techniques to enhance his son's facial qi and meridians. But Zhang Xiaoding wasn't just any child. He was born with a demonic-level physique. Whether in cultivation or sheer resilience, he far surpassed what most children, or even adults, could ever hope to achieve. And Zhang Xiaofan didn't stop there. He prepared not 1, not 2, but 3 powerful and unique items specifically for his young son. The first item? A fart funnel. Yes, it sounds ridiculous, but don't be fooled by the name. Crafted by Zhang Xiaofan himself in the kitchen, this bizarre invention was imbued with chili water extracted from Dazhu Peak's legendary big red peppers. Requiring no spiritual power, it functions with a simple press at the tail end, launching a powerful jet of chili-infused liquid. For those unfamiliar with cultivation, the result is instant chaos. Anyone struck is often knocked out cold by the sheer spiciness. For new cultivators, this thing is practically a forbidden weapon. The second item is more traditional, the Rhubarb Pill. This rare elixir is suspected to be a Dazhu Peak exclusive treasure, passed down only to its lineage. Just crafting one requires 23 different spiritual herbs, making it an incredibly complex and costly endeavor. It was so rare that even when Zhang Xiaofan himself was gravely injured by Xueqi during the Seven Veins martial arts competition, his master Tian Buyi only reluctantly gave him one. And yet Zhang Xiaoding, for him it's like candy. He's been casually popping these pills like snacks, using them as fasting pills. It defies imagination how many of these precious elixirs Zhang Xiaofan must have stockpiled for his son. But the third item, without a doubt, is the most precious, the flowing cloud bag. A legendary spatial treasure in the Xian world, the flowing cloud bag's storage capacity is unknown. According to Zheng Shushu, as long as Zhang Xiaoding has this bag with him, even if he were thrown into the deadly Sichuan mountains of southern Xinjiang at the age of just 4, he'd still manage to find his way home safely. But this bag isn't just about storage. It boasts 2 life-saving features. First, it keeps food warm and fresh indefinitely. No matter where Zhang Xiaoding is, he can enjoy hot, freshly cooked meals anytime. Second, it includes an automatic distress signal. If the bag senses danger, it releases a glowing blue light orb, instantly summoning Xueqi to come to his rescue. That's right, his mother is on call at all times, ready to respond to any threat. And still, Zhang Xiaofan didn't stop there. Just to be extra cautious, he assigned Zhang Xiaoding 2 fierce protectors, the big yellow dog and Xiaohui. Now, Xiaohui isn't just any monkey, he's a 3-eyed beast capable of standing toe-to-toe with powerful monsters like the black water mystic snake. His strength rivals that of sect leaders. As for Donghua, though he's never openly displayed his power, he's a 100-year-old spiritual dog at the very least. Experts believe he could easily defeat ordinary Qingyun disciples. Thanks to this level of protection and support, Zhang Xiaoding began his cultivation journey at just 4 years old, an age when most children can barely control spiritual energy. He passed the Qingyun entrance trial, a feat so difficult that many adults fail to achieve it even once in their lifetime. He went on to become the youngest disciple in Qingyun Sect's entire history, but Zhang Xiaofan's support didn't stop once his son entered the sect. When Zhang Xiaoding began practicing the Qingfeng Jue, the sect's standard entry-level technique, Zhang Xiaofan reviewed it only briefly before deciding it was inadequate. With a few casual adjustments, he modified it to drastically increase Zhang Xiaoding's breathing efficiency. Let's be honest, even Xueqi never received this kind of treatment. This is pure, unfiltered parental favoritism. Zhang Xiaofan's doting, however, eventually came with consequences. During the Qingyun trial, a visiting monk named Luo Wei accidentally injured Zhang Xiaoding in a sparring match, leaving a glaring slap mark on the child's face. Though Luo Wei immediately apologized at the Yuqing Hall and was slapped by his own sect leader in front of everyone, the incident didn't end there. Xueqi, restrained by her status, simply told her son to go cry to his father, and cry he did. Zhang Xiaofan originally had no intention of pursuing the matter further, but Zhang Xiaoding, being a child, held a serious grudge. He demanded justice. And though Zhang Xiaofan wasn't the type to blindly spoil his son, he eventually gave in. Late at night, he quietly snuck into Luo Wei's quarters and smeared his face with a thick layer of black mud. That's the kind of subtle revenge only a loving father could deliver. But this kind of pampering had consequences. Zhang Xiaoding began acting almost lawlessly. He threw rocks into Zhang Xiaofan's hot soup. He tore up important books belonging to other Dazu Peak elders. He even set fires, urinated in their houses, and once pulled Zheng Shushu's hair. But no one dared discipline him, not when almost every elder in Qingyun Sect was either directly or indirectly related to Zhang Xiaofan. Most of them simply turned a blind eye. The only one who ever scolded him was Xueqi. Even then, whenever she tried to punish the boy, Zhang Xiaoding would immediately hide behind his father, and with Zhang Xiaofan shielding him every time, he always escaped unscathed. Despite all of this, the love between father and son was unquestionable. Zhang Xiaoding's childhood, filled with joy, protection, and warmth, was something he would cherish for the rest of his life. Even as he grew older, his greatest wish remained heartbreakingly simple: to live with his parents forever. And that, more than any cultivation technique, heavenly treasure, or martial title, is the true legacy that Zhang Xiaofan left behind. And that's the story of just how much Zhang Xiaofan dotes on his son, Zhang Xiaoding. From heavenly treasures to personal cultivation guidance, and even sneaky revenge missions in the dead of night, Zhang Xiaofan didn't just raise a child, he gave him a world where love and security came before anything else. In a universe filled with gods, demons, and ruthless sect rivalries, this bond between father and son stands out as something truly rare. No matter how powerful Zhang Xiaofan became, in the end, his greatest legacy wasn't strength or status, it was the warmth of family. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Jade Dynasty, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more character insights and Donghua lore, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. Let us know in the comments, who do you think is the most doting parent in the world of Chinese animation? Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay passionate, and stay tuned.